Welcome back to a new episode of Krenia. I believe it's episode 19, and today we actually have quite a few things on our list to check off. And for that, we first of all need to get over to our shopping area. Don't worry, the frame rate will be better once we turn off the shaders. Yeah, that's a nice top of my head, but yeah, let's get over there. There's actually quite a few things we have to do on that list. But the first thing we of course need to do is to roll the intro. And now that we are here, you might see that little thing in the corner over there. So, Halloween was about 2 weeks ago. And I kind of missed it because I had a couple of things to do in real life. So unfortunately I wasn't even able to do anything for that on the server. But I did do this costume, so at least so that wasn't a complete waste of time, I'm gonna spend some time with that costume today in this episode. So I'm just gonna step behind here because I don't really want to show you how I'm changing. Put that there. 1 second, the zipper is stuck. Okay, there we go. Okay, now I can put on the hat, and there we go. That's my costume that I planned on using at a tiny little Halloween party, but unfortunately, yeah, it didn't even happen. So yeah, we're gonna spend some time in here in this costume, and it's night. Okay, so that would be the first thing on our list to actually do the intro and put on the costume. The second thing would actually unfortunately be to close up a shop of ours. I could technically say that it wasn't going too well for this shop because there weren't too many sales, but at the end of the day, most orders came into this shop and none of the others. So the real reason that I'm actually closing it is because it's way too much work. I actually can't do the orders that we got, so yeah, unfortunately, this will have to go. And the best part about it, at least for me, not for the others, is that the orders that I haven't completed yet can just simply, go away. I'm just gonna cancel those orders and everybody's happy except for the ones that didn't get their orders. But yeah, I'm gonna be happy, so yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take out all the lanterns because, well, a shop that isn't running anymore won't have any lights on inside. Okay, there we go. And of course we kind of have to take care of the stock, or at least the displays. Now that's the printer gone, well, at least not an octagon. And now on to, can I get here? Thank you. Onto the chicken, to the roasted chicken. Doesn't actually seem that tasty, so yeah, it's gonna have to go as well. About the ones that feel sad that the chicken died for nothing, it was only wood from the get-go. So yeah, those are probably locked by somebody else, so I'm gonna have to kind of find a way to get rid of those. But yeah, we also need to get rid of the actual stock that is in here, because I did fill it up and not much has sold. I think most of those were me. Here many were me as well, and that wasn't really stocked from the start, so yeah. Vinny also bought a couple of things, but I think otherwise it was mostly a failure, I guess. So yeah, let's take those ones out as well. You know what, let's take out the carpet as well, because they seem like they don't belong in a closed shop. Let's take down the signs as well. Yeah, that thing. I think we can leave that. Yeah. Okay, so how do we make it even more clear that this shop is closed. I think if we take the signs and put them over the windows, that might do part of the trick. Yeah, I think that really helps. Yes. Okay, we can't put any there, but yeah, that's every window. We now have everything closed up. And we have a lot of signs to spare, but how I like to say, rather too much than too little. So yeah, I think that's not enough. We still need to make sure that it doesn't look like it's still in use. Forgot this thing. Okay, yeah, right. We still need to take out all of the stock in here. Okay, that's a lot of stock. That's gonna take a while. You know what? If I just bunch it all together in one or two boxes here, we might be able to just leave it in here without anybody noticing. You know what? I'll take it upstairs so that nobody even dares to find it. But this is going to be a little bit more difficult because that's a lot of armor stands and we don't really have the space. At least I think so. So we're going to have to improvise a little bit. And with improvising I basically just mean putting it in barrels so that nobody can find it, and yeah, just put them all upstairs and hope that nobody even looks up there. Okay, that should be the last batch. There we go. And now it, except for that, should all be emptied out. Looks like it. Good. We can of course close those, and how do you make it even more clear that it's closed? You know what? I'm gonna make it so that the doors are like this, and nail some signs on top of it. I think that'll do. I think now that we don't have any orders left to do, we can continue with another shop. But don't worry, we're not gonna close this one as well, we're actually going to do something for it. In our office here, we have some space. And I know the outfit isn't really fitting, but we're gonna have a little meeting, and yeah, let's roll the clip. So Vinny, why don't you get over here to the shopping area? I will be happy to welcome you in my office.
Yes, I'm on the way.
If you remember, it's the second floor.
Yes, I see your name. Your name tag.
Okay, welcome in my architecture office.
Nice hat.
Something wrong? Thank you. Yeah, I kind of missed Halloween. Didn't get to celebrate it at all, so I mean I did kind of decorate my base, but otherwise yeah, we didn't really manage to do anything else, so yeah, I'm kind of doing that now. Yeah. But anyways, you want a cave, as far as I remember, and
yeah,
making a cave is kind of architecture, I suppose, so this is just perfect. Yes, that's actually exactly what we're gonna need, so yeah. If you look in this chest, there's a couple of contracts. If you take one out of there and put it in the anvil and rename it, or sign it, so that there's basically your name at the end, then it's gonna be official and everybody's gonna be happy.
So
Great, let's see. Okay, that's gonna work just fine. I'm gonna keep that in here, my file cabinet, actually. No, let's put it in that. Okay, let's go. Okay, so all the way down here, yep, we already did do quite a lot. Oh, okay, nearly died, I think, but it's just fine. Okay. So yeah, we're gonna need a lot of that, and you do have a flint and steel, if I remember that correctly. Thank you. So let's okay, let's start by what actually? I'm actually not quite sure, but let's start by just making a little tunnel. I'm actually not quite sure which distance they need to have. I'm gonna try 3. to be as
Yeah.
saving with the TNT as possible. Okay,
It's
that's gonna
just-
be enough, so
It should work.
fire in the hole. Let's back up.
Yes.
Okay. Actually works better than expected. Yeah, that's gonna take a lot of that. Okay, so it has basically one. Okay, we need to go over here and do the exact same thing again. Okay, you know what? Let's just do as much as we can and we'll see. So, this is what we managed to do, which is actually quite a lot of damage here. Yeah, it's way less than we will need, but so far with only about 2 stacks of TNT, I think that's pretty good. So, yeah, as you can see, it's pretty dark, so let's just simply get out of here and let's continue with our list. Hello, Bob. Okay, let's continue. Now we still have a little bit to do over at the event. That's gonna be the second to last thing on our list for today, because we do definitely need to make some progress over there. If you don't know what I mean, or what project or what event I mean, this one. This event where we personally are building a little city in here, and we kind of have to finish this. We're not gonna finish it today, but we're definitely gonna we're definitely gonna expand it a little bit more and get a little bit more done. Yeah, a couple of houses over here, a couple of houses over there, over here, and yeah, we're gonna do that in a time-lapse again today, and yeah, it's actually quite important that we get that done as soon as possible, because yeah, we're kind of running a little bit late. We don't really have a date where we need to get everything finished, and that basically means that nobody has any pressure. For example, Levi still has a little bit to do over here. Schattenwolf has started with a little parkour. At least I think that's basically just a test run to see how difficult it would be. And Berzog has also started at some point, but yeah, obviously he still needs a little bit to go. Vinny and Alex are already done since... one second. Yeah. Since basically nearly the start, they were very, very quick. So yeah, I kind of need to hurry up as well and put some pressure on the other guys so they finally do something. Anyways, enough with the talking about that, and let's actually start building a couple of things, because without that, we're just not gonna get finished. So with that, let's start the time-lapse. And with that quick little time-lapse, we have this part of the city done as well. As you can see, we have this thing over here, which is supposed to be kind of like a shop or something like that. And yeah, we have a couple of things here. And if you go over here, we even have this little street, this little corner. And over on the other side of this house, we even have a tiny little park with little fountain over here, and of course a tree, because some greenery in the city is very important. Now, not to forget this part. And this is where you get over to the little courtyard thing over here, and this is basically supposed to be kind of like a non-secret entrance to a secret. And yeah, as you maybe saw in the time-lapse, I chose a pretty weird block to build with. But in my opinion, the pumpkins here look pretty good. And luckily, it wasn't even a problem to get all of those, because as you know, we have a farm. But yeah, speaking of that farm, we need to change it a little bit over there. Oh yeah, and Berzog has started and made some good progress over here as well. I'm not really sure what's gonna happen down there, but yeah, it's looking promising so far. But yeah, as to the pumpkin farm, we want to change it up so that it also produces melons. And for that, I'm on this little highway on the nether roof to get to the jungle. And here we should be able to find a couple of lemons. No, not lemons, melons. But so far we're actually not seeing any. I mean, technically one already is more than enough. No luck so far. Okay, but here's one pumpkin apparently. Okay then. Not what I'm looking for though. Interesting. I found a temple, but what's funny about it, I didn't actually find any melons. Okay, somebody already was here. I hope they didn't also take all the lemons in this whole jungle, because then I'd kind of have a problem. Melons do spawn in jungles, right? Not that I'm looking here and it's gonna be a complete waste of time, but I'm pretty sure that they do. Oh, melons, there we go, finally. Okay, that's all I needed and all I wanted. So, let's just fly out of here if the lag allows it. And I think it shouldn't be too hard to find back while flying. Okay, let's get back and change up the pumpkin farm. Okay, so what we need to do is simply break up those melons. I think we just simply have to punch them and break them with our hands to get those melon slices, exactly. And then we can make those into the seeds. So yeah, we kind of need to change up those in there. Okay, that's all of them. So that's kind of the start of it, and we need to wait until those are grown and produce some lemons. Still not lemons, melons. Until they produce some melons, and then we can basically change up all of the other ones that we need to. I'm doing it in those layers, so basically that it's 50-50. And then of course we need to change up the sorting system a little bit, or basically just add one segment for it, and that's it. That's gonna be the part about the melons for this episode. Especially at night it looks pretty awesome with all the cobwebs, but unfortunately Halloween is already over for quite a long time now, so I'm gonna have to clean everything up here. That's gonna be the last thing for today, and of course I'm not gonna show it, I'm just gonna do it. But yeah, the thing we need to do before that is to change back in our normal suit. Now comfy suit that I've gotten used to. It's raining now, so I guess that's a pretty good point in the day to stop this episode and to finish this. So I'm gonna spend some time actually cleaning up this place, because this is just not acceptable. I'm gonna keep most of the things here because I don't really want to waste them. I spent quite a long time to collect them, so I'm not gonna waste them and throw them away after I've used them. So yeah, with that I want to thank you a lot for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this episode. Again, thank you very much. So with that, I hope I can catch you next time. Goodbye for now.